Hi guys, I hope you're all having a good day. Today I wanted to do a video that was beauty related because I haven't really posted a ton of those. So this year I'm going to try to do better about posting more beauty themed videos. And today what I'm doing is sort of like a what's in my makeup bag, but kind of travel edition. Obviously I'm not going to take every single thing of makeup that I own because that would be ridiculous and not smart and would take up way too much space and like weight in my luggage, because you know, like in an airplane there's like a weight limit. So yeah, so I have everything that I use regularly laid out in front of me and I'm just gonna go through that. And also I'm hoping that this video will help me out in organizing my makeup bag. It's all just been sort of like thrown in there with no rhyme or reason, and that's not how I roll. I'm a very, very organized person, and so I'm hoping that this video will help me sort of get my makeup bag in order. I'm gonna start with talking about my makeup bags. So, the first one is something that I asked for Christmas this year, and it is Sophia Joy. Yes, okay, so it has this, it's 2 zippers and it's like a lot of storage, guys. It's so much storage that I don't even know what to do with it. So on this top layer, you have a place for a few brushes. I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6 like little brush compartments, and then an elastic band here, and then this little like cover. And then also it's got this top zipper within the top zipper. So that's the first top half, and then the bottom half, the bottom zipper, is just a big ol' thing. That's all. Okay, yeah, so here's bag number 1. Okay, next what sort of came with it is this bag, which I'll hold them side by side real quick so you can see. Yeah, that's the width of it. Oh, I should turn it around too. Yeah, so here's this one. Again, I don't even know what to do with this much storage space, and then I have this that I have to figure out what to do with. It has one zipper, and you open it up, and it's got a non-zipper little pouch here. It's just open, so I probably won't use that because it's like, there's not really a way to secure your stuff. But then you have a clear zipper pouch. Flip that over, and then you've got another patterned zipper pouch, and then again you have more brush space, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 little brush sections that you can use. So there's bag number 2. My next 2 bags were also Christmas gifts this year. I got it from one of my friends, and I'm so glad that I got this because it's gonna come in very, very handy. And actually neither of them were given as makeup bags, but I'm 100% using them as makeup bags. The first one is just this clear little pouch, and I think this is gonna be really, really great for taking just like the bare minimum either on the airplane or just like on weekend trips where I'm not gonna need as much makeup for like 2 days worth. I think this is gonna be really good. And also similarly, I'm gonna use this for my makeup brushes, like on smaller traveling trips. So yeah, here's these, and in comparison with this, and this is like very thin, both of them. So yeah, there's all of my makeup bags. Now we can move on to my actual makeup. So I think the logical place to start for this would be primer. And by the way, I'm not gonna like go into detail about the products themselves. I'm not really gonna like talk about them too much, or even like the brand or anything like that. Just sort of like what I'm bringing to sort of give an idea of like what's a good amount and what's a good variety, I think, to take with you on longer trips. So yeah, primers, I've got 1 face primer and 1 eye primer. Then for foundation, I have 1 liquid and 1 sort of like creamy thing. I don't even know what to call this. Having both of these will be nice because I do use them both sort of like switching out day to day, and yeah. Then for concealer, I've got, again, 2. 1 liquid and 1 non-liquid. This one I definitely prefer. I definitely prefer the liquid. But when I don't want to waste this product, I use this one, which is super old. I don't even know how long I've had this, and I just never used it until it turned up in my room one day. And I was like, let me just try this out and see how it works. And at first I was like, ooh, I don't like this at all. But then I kind of like got used to it, and now I just kind of use it when I don't want to use this one. So now moving on to my other face things like blush and highlighter and contour. I am bringing 2 blushes. This one, which has now been discontinued, but I do have a little bit of it left, so I think I'm still gonna bring it. And then this one, which is what I sort of switched out for this one. But yeah, even though they are kind of like similar in that they're both like the same type of product, I think it'll be good to have both of them in case one runs out or, you know, whatever. And also this one is like slightly a different color, like more peachy. This one's like a more dark pink, so if I'm feeling like I want a more intense blush one day. And then for contour, I have this little palette, which is just a contour and highlight shade, which I really only use the contour, so I'm bringing a separate highlighter thing, which is, again, a little cream stick. I don't really highlight every day or even contour. I like barely highlight and contour. I just think one of each on those is good for me. Moving past my face onto my eyes, I'm going to talk about the eyeshadows that I'm going to bring. I think this is a really good amount for the time that I'm going to be there. So I'm going to start with my single eyeshadows because I have some like individual ones and some palettes. I've got these 2 like super creamy ones, and I have it in a sort of rose gold color and a brown color. And then I've got sort of your more classic eyeshadows, which one is like an amber copper color, and then this one is just a light like beige kind of color. Then moving on to my palettes, I've got this one, which I really only use this black shade for, really I use it more for eyeliner, like a quick, simple, subtle eyeliner, but I'm still bringing it because I do use it fairly often. And then my last 2 palettes are sort of like a rose gold palette and your average nude palette. I actually specifically asked for these for Christmas for this trip that I'm about to go on, so really glad I have these. And then I've got a few different eyeliners, so I have one nude and one black, and then I have one liquid black eyeliner, and those are my sort of eyeliners, but I do have some other like smaller pencil things that I thought I would talk about sort of together. Obviously brow stuff. These are both like in the same shade, but I just have one that's like much thicker and one that's much thinner, and also has this spoolie at the end. They're pretty similar, same brand, same color and everything. It's just like I feel like this one is better when I like don't care as much and I'm like in a little bit more of a rush. It's just like boom boom. This one I like take my time a little bit more with, so yeah, those are both of those. And then the last pencil sort of item that I have is like this clear lip liner, which I haven't really tested out too much, but I just didn't want to have to buy a ton of like different colored lip liners because I just thought that was too much. Last thing for my eyes, I am a sucker for mascara and lipstick, so I'm bringing 3 different mascaras. These could potentially change, could potentially bring more than this, I don't know. These are the ones that I have right now, and yeah, so I've got this, and this. Again, like I said, I'm not really here to talk about like the specifics of any of the products, so just sort of, you know, here's 3 different mascaras that I'm gonna bring. And then some sort of like makeup things, but like not makeup things. I've got this toner that I'm gonna bring, and then I've got this setting spray that I'm gonna bring. Okay, the last thing that I'm gonna talk about is my makeup brushes and other utensils. I've got a pair of tweezers, my eyelash curler, this compact mirror, which I think I'm gonna try to find one that lights up because I think that would be super, super helpful. But for now, this is what I have. Then this brush, which is like super tiny and actually came with like a blush. If I need to contour that day, I think it's like kind of thick for a contour brush, but like not really, just it depends like on what you want to go for. I normally keep my other brushes in this cute little like pink sparkly mason jar, but obviously I'm not gonna bring this in my suitcase with me, even though I think it's so cute and I want to bring it, so maybe I'll end up bringing it. But I do, as you saw, have space to put brushes in these bags. So for my brushes, I kind of have them for my face, and then for my eyes, I mean, obviously, what else are you gonna use a brush for? So we've got your foundation brush, concealer, I use this for blush, and I use this for highlight. And then for my eyeshadow brushes, if you'll remember back, I've got some like variety of different types of eyeshadows, so I try to kind of keep the brushes for each one separate. For my individual like glittery ones, which would be these two, I use these two pink brushes which come together. This one's just like a normal size, and this one's like a smaller size. There's another one down in here. And then there's this one which I use for that black sort of eyeliner that I was talking about. It's really easy to just use my fingers for these, and then I don't have to have brushes for them also. So fingers for these, and then for both of my bigger palettes, I have a set of 7 brushes that came together. So yeah. One thing that you may or may not have noticed is that I did not talk about lipsticks, which might be weird because I mentioned that my weakness is mascara and lipstick. But basically, since I have so much lipstick, I am still working on figuring out how many I'm gonna bring and how in the world I'm gonna narrow them down to what I need to bring versus what I actually have. I don't know, so I just didn't want to include that in this video because to me, like, lipsticks are kind of their own thing a little bit. Alright guys, so thank you for watching this video. I know it was kind of long and maybe not the most interesting thing ever, but I'm just hoping that it potentially helped someone out there figure out how much makeup they should bring when going on a fairly long trip. I know it definitely helped me out with sort of like getting my brain organized with like all the makeup that I need to bring. Comment below with any video suggestions that you have for me. I would love to know what you guys want me to do. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my videos. Bye!